Hello, welcome to our live webinar. I'm Jacob from Control Byte Company, and today our topic is how to read electrical schematics. We will talk about symbols that you will find on electrical diagrams, and we'll talk how to identify those devices in electrical cabinets. So this is our agenda for today's meeting. Introduction to automation wiring diagrams, basic symbols and schematic elements, how to quickly interpret signal flow and control, the most common mistakes and how to avoid them, practical examples, and so on. So firstly, please write on the chat where do you come from and what do you want to learn. If you want to learn PLC programming, how to read electrical diagrams, just write on the chat, please. This is a live session and we will answer all your questions on the chat. I will display those questions like this. Hello, Given. Hello from Slovakia, Dr. Malibu. Nice to see you. Hi from South Africa. Nice to see you. We have a viewer from Hungary. Hello. Hi from Czech Republic. Nice to see you. We have Charmin from USA. Okay. And viewer from Romania. Nice to see you all. Let's start. Okay. Look, before we start, remember to hit the like button under this video and subscribe to Control Byte YouTube channel. It will help us develop our channel and create more useful materials. Reza from Germany is with us. Nice to see you. Okay. So if you want to work in industrial automation, the first thing you should learn is to read electrical diagrams. This is the essential skill that every young technician, young engineer should have. Okay, if you go to your first apprenticeship or first job, you will get such a wiring diagram of industrial machine and you have to know what is inside. Okay, as you can see, there is more than 300 pages right here, also with 3D models and so on. Some electrical diagrams can be a little bit shorter. For example, this is a diagram for pallet wrapping machine and 3D model. So as I said, if you want to start, if you want to land a job in automation industry, this is must-have for every young aspiring technician. We have different CAD software, computer-aided design software, for creating electrical diagrams. You will find electrical diagrams created in SolidWorks Electrical, ePlan, AutoCAD Electrical, WSCAD, C Electrical. Those are the most popular ones in Europe. There are also different ones that are less popular. Okay, to start, I have a short quiz for you. In which software was this diagram drawn? Write on the chat. We'll see if somebody knows something about the software for electrical diagrams. Just write on the chat in which software was this diagram drawn. Okay, this is the first question for you. We have Simon from Italy. Nice to see you, Simon. Okay, we have a correct answer, ePlan. Yeah, that's it. This is also ePlan. And the second one, in which software was this diagram drawn? Okay, I will give you a hint. So it was shown in the previous slide in the list of the software, so you can just take a guess. Okay, so this is a diagram drawn in SolidWorks Electrical. This diagram is, for example, drawn in WS CAD. And this is C electrical. So as you can see, those diagrams are similar, but they are a little bit different. The layout is a little bit different. The sizes of the symbols are a little bit different, but the main principles of the signal flow of the layout are really similar. Okay. So let's start with component description. For example, here we have an electrical diagram for pallet wrapping machine. This pallet wrapper consists of a few modules. This is the schematics of this pallet wrapping machine. There are 3 conveyors, a rotary conveyor in the center, a wrapping module, and here you can find different types of drives, simple motors with induction, induction motors, also induction motors controlled by VFDs, and servo drives for positioning. Okay, so this is a pallet wrapping machine, and here is the electrical diagram for this machine, starting with the terminal block for connecting power to this machine. Okay, every symbol on this diagram has special designation, like minus Q1, for example, for this disconnecting switch, minus Q2 for the main circuit breaker, and you can also find designations like plus A1 and equal sign F1, for example. So let's start from the scratch. What are the meaning of those symbols? Okay. Okay, so I can see that there are more than 60 people right now. So let's hit the like button under this video and we'll continue working with our electrical diagrams. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and we'll continue in a minute. I will check how many likes are there under the video. Right now there are 25 likes, really nice, but there are more than 70 people right now. Great. So I'm waiting for 10 more likes, and we'll continue with our 2D schematics. Okay, let's check. Okay, 41 likes, really nice. So one quick information for you. Right now on our webpage, controlbyte.tech, you can find a registration open for Industrial Automation Basics course and Reading Electrical Schematics. So if you want to start your job with industrial automation, this is perfect course for you. And today we'll start from the scratch. There are some materials that actually you'll find in this course. You'll take a look how our learning process looks on our e-learning platform. It's really great. We have hundreds of students, and we are proud of it. Okay, so I will send you the link to the registration, and we will continue with our schematics. Perfect. So Remember, the registration closes on Thursday at 11 p.m. So you have 2 days more to register. Okay, perfect. And let's move on with our presentation and our schematics. Okay, so as I said, you will find components designation in the schematics. You can find just designation like -FC2. This is designation, this is marking of the only the device, only the component in the control cabinet. And if you can see the complete designation like =E01 plus A1, this is the complete designation of such a device, which also describes the location and function of this device. Here you can find, for example, a layout for industrial machine with a few control cabinets, a few modules, a few smaller switchboards or control panels, okay? And here we have 2 main control cabinets plus A1 plus A2, okay? So this is the location of the control cabinet, and all the components that will be inside this control cabinet will also have plus A1 designation. This is the location of the component. We have also some designation like plus B1, plus B2, plus B3, and so on. So this is the designation for the location, and also you can find designation like equal sign E01, which means a function. It can be, for example, function of the infeed conveyor, processing station, output conveyor, or something like this. Or simply it can be designation, for example, for power section or for control section, low voltage 24 volts section for the PLC. Okay. So let's start with the terminal block of our machine where we connect our power supply. So this is the terminal block X1. The complete name for this terminal block is plus A1. It is located in main electrical cabinet, equal sign F1. It has main function minus X1. Okay. This terminal block consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terminals. And let's check how actually it looks in 3D model. So this is our control cabinet for this pallet wrapping machine. This is the X1 terminal block. And here you can find the terminals L1, L2, L3, N, and PE potential earth, okay? So here we connect the main power cable to our machine. Let's take a look at the symbol of the first device in our control cabinet. So after the terminal block, where we connect our power cable, there is this connecting device Q1. Let's check how it looks in 3D model. Okay. This is Q1 device. This is disconnecting device with extended shaft, okay? And this is the symbol of such a device. You can see 6 terminals here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And sometimes they are designated like L1, L2, L3. Those are the terminals for inputs, T1, T2, and T3 terminals for outputs, okay? And you should pay attention to the symbol of disconnecting devices. There are different types of connecting and disconnecting devices. For example, here you can find a symbol for a contactor with automating trigger, circuit breaker, disconnecting switch, and isolating switch. There are some differences between those devices. They are designed for different functions, so you should pay attention to the symbol for each device. Okay. Okay. So after the Q1 disconnecting device, you will find Q2. This is the main circuit breaker for the control cabinet. This is this device right here. This is a huge circuit breaker, automatic circuit breaker. Okay, from Schneider Electric. Okay. So as you can see, those symbols are totally different. There are different functions for each of those devices. And you should also pay attention about the connection order of the terminal blocks for the power supply, the disconnecting device, and the main circuit breaker for the machine. Okay. We have question: how far should an electrician should understand PLC? In my opinion, an electrician should understand the basics of the PLC programming. If you do not need to create a PLC program from scratch, this is the best option to know the basics to troubleshoot the PLC program. Okay, so you should know how to connect to a PLC, how to go online with the program, how to check the states of the signals, and so on. So this is the minimum that you should know. And if you want to start with PLC programming, PLC troubleshooting, we have PLC course on our platform. Okay, I will send you a link to this course. Okay, and you can take a look at our PLC training. It will be perfect for you. Okay, let's move on with our schematics. So after the main switch, there is the main circuit breaker. And after that, the power is connected to, for example, main safety contactors, K1, K2, to the circuit breakers, and so on. Then to 24 volts power supply, and it powers the PLC system in our control cabinet, okay? So this is how you start with every electrical schematics. You start with the terminal block that you connect power to, then the main disconnecting switch, the main circuit breaker, and you move on, you analyze how the potential lines are drawn and how they are connected to each device. In electrical schematics, you will find also old-fashioned fuses, not always the circuit breakers. Those are two different symbols for a circuit breaker, okay? Okay, let's go maybe faster through this. Okay, so if you analyze 2D schematics, you should pay attention to potential lines, power lines, which are marked here in red, okay? So in every, almost every schematics, you will find the potential lines in the upper or in the lower section of the page. And then every device is connected to those lines. Here you can find, for example, 3 phases, a neutral, potential earth lines. But in the same manner, you will also find, for example, 24 volts power supply lines for PLCs and low voltage equipment. So if you take a look at the wires and connections for the electrical diagrams, you will find different symbols. You should pay attention and distinguish wires, potential earth wires. They are a little bit different. You will find connecting nodes. Also, pay attention that if there are no dots or a special combination like this here, there are no connections. So here on the right, if you see a dot on the line intersection, this is a connection, and here this is no connection. So this is really important, and many young electrician with industrial specialization makes mistakes here. So pay attention for connection and no connection method, okay? So here, once again, in this point, lines intersecting at the right angles without a dot indicate no connection. And here, the intersection of lines defines whether a wire connects to the potential of another or bypasses it. And if you see a line right here, it also means an order how the devices are connected. So the line on the left first connects to this circuit breaker, and then from this circuit breaker you bridge to the next device. Okay, we talked a little bit about disconnecting device, fuses, and here you can find overcurrent circuit breakers in different combinations. On the left, 1-pole overcurrent circuit breaker, 3-pole, and 3-pole with some extension contact for monitoring. You can, for example, connect this extra contact to your PLC system, and you will know that some device tripped the circuit breaker. Okay, I can see that there are more than 70 people right now during this live session. Really nice. I'm really glad to see you all. And there are more than, I will check, 58 likes. So we're going to break a record of our live sessions and likes. So please hit the like button and let's move on. Okay. If you take a careful look at this overcurrent circuit breaker symbol, you will see that this symbol, for example, is a little bit different than the symbol that I have in my schematics. This is also overcurrent circuit breaker that you can see right here. Okay, but it means the same device. You can also find a symbol like, let's go to the first sheet, okay, like this. This is also overcurrent circuit breaker. So there are different symbols describing the same device. They can all a little bit vary in functions, but they have overcurrent protection and short circuit protection. There are two functions for such a device. And the next overcurrent protection dedicated for motors is motor switch. Okay, so the symbol on the right is usually used for a motor switch, but sometimes it can be also used for a classic circuit breaker. Okay, so you should pay attention to this. This motor switch has also short circuit breaker inside and overcurrent part as well, but you can set the current which is dedicated for this motor with a small potentiometer on the front, okay? And the current for short circuit rating is also a little bit different compared to a classic circuit breaker. So the function is similar, but you set the rating of the overcurrent protection and the short circuit protection a little bit different here. And this device is dedicated for motors. Okay, so let's go to our schematics and let's take a look how it looks in, okay, right here. So here I have potential lines L1, L2, L3, and I have three motors right here: input conveyor drive, central conveyor drive, exit conveyor drive. Okay, and I have to connect those motors, those drives, to three phases. Okay, and I have to put right here between the potential lines two devices. This is the motor circuit breaker and a contactor. Okay, so every motor here, sorry, every motor here has dedicated motor circuit breaker and a contactor. let's check how it looks on 3D model. So those are the potential lines, the potential wires, L1, L2, L3. They are bridged to the motor circuit breakers. We have Q20, Q21, and Q22 motor circuit breakers like this. Q20, Q21, Q22, okay? So right below the motor circuit breakers, you will find the contactors for switching the motors. Q20, Q21, and K, K20, K21, and K22. K20, K21, K22. Okay. So as you can see, learning electrical schematics with 2D documentation with electrical wiring diagram and a 3D model is really nice to start. You can analyze the schematics, analyze the potential lines, the connections, and then take a look at the 3D model and check how the control cabinet is wired like in real life. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the next symbol that you will find in electrical schematics. This is residual current circuit breakers. In industrial machines, they are used to ensure safety for the personnel. In our system, we can connect such a device, for example, to sockets that are outside the control cabinets, and the machine operator connects some hand tools to this socket and so on. Okay, we have a comment. You did not indicate the contactor coil input signal from PLC. Yes, indeed, because right now we are talking about the power section of our diagram, and we'll move on to the PLC section in a minute. Okay, so this is the answer for your question. Here we have the contactor. Contactor consists of a few symbols that you will find in the electrical diagram. The standard contactor consists of power contacts. This is those are the contacts in the middle, okay, with the designation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 of them are in the upper section of the contactor, and 3 of them are in the lower section. We have also auxiliary contacts like 13, 14, 21, 22. Those are the contacts that we can connect to our PLC system to check, for example, if the contactor is switched on, or we can, for example, wire a lamp through this contact. So we can signalize that this motor is, for example, switched on, okay? Those are auxiliary contacts. And the last symbol on the left with A1 and A2 terminals, this is the coil of the contactor. What is the coil? The coil is a part of the contactor inside that switches the power contacts and auxiliary contacts on and off. We can power the coil with 24 volts, for example, from our PLC directly, or we can use a contactor, for example, with 230 volts AC. There are also such contactors. So after powering the coil, the power contacts and auxiliary contacts are switched, okay? And here we have a basic diagram used with a contactor. We have a stop switch, starting switch, an auxiliary switch from the contactor, the coil, and on the right, motor circuit breaker. In the upper section, the contactor power contacts and the motor in the lower section. So here, if you press the start button, the 24 volts power supply will be delivered to the coil. The coil will switch the power contacts and the motor will start, okay? In the control cabinet, you will also find relays. So as you could see, the contactors are used for motors for induction loads and for high currents. Relays are used for lower currents and non-induction loads, like, for example, heaters, for example, lamps, and so on. You can also use relays with pneumatic or hydraulic valves. Okay, they are usually used, for example, for valves. What is the difference? The difference is the structure of such a relay. The contactor is a rather big device, and it occupies a lot of space in the control cabinet. Relay is a little bit smaller, narrower than the contactor, and it has 1, 2, 3 poles. Okay, the symbol of the relay is similar to a contactor. So we have a coil that we power this coil to switch the contacts on and off, and we have the contacts. You can find a relay with only, for example, contact 11 and 14 only, or you can see the switching contact. This is NO&C contact that switches from 12 to 14. The 11 is the common point, the common connection. The 12 is NC, and 14 NO connection point. Here you can here you can see a simple diagram with coils. So here we have start button, and the button switches the lamps H9, H10 with different contacts. What is important in electrical diagrams, the contacts can be placed independently of the coil. So on one page you can have a coil, and on another page you will find the NO or NC contacts. And if we go to our schematics, you will find that, for example, the coil is powered by the PLC, the PLC's output module, and under the coil you will find the reference to all the contacts that are placed in the project. For example, here we have a relay K. This is the contactor, but here we have a relay, okay? The relay K11, and here you can find two contacts. The first one is used on page 25, column 2, and the second one is not used because there is no number right here, okay? So if we go to page 25, column number 2, you will find the contact of this relay. And within this symbol of this contact, you'll also find a reference to the coil 24 5. This is the page number 24 and column 5, okay? So as you can see, the main reference to the contacts is on the page with the coil, and all the contacts refer to this coil as well. Okay, we have 40 minutes of today's meeting. Really nice. There are more than 70 people right now. We have 26 likes on the Facebook, which is great. We had never have so many viewers on Facebook, and there are more than 60 people on YouTube right now. Great. Okay. If you like our content about automation robotics, reading electrical schematics, hit the like button and let's move on. Okay, as you can see, reading electrical diagrams is seems to be a little complicated at the beginning, but if you divide all the materials into parts and analyze everything step by step, it's really simple. So, so far during this 40-minute session, we talked about the power supply of our control cabinet. We talked a little bit about the symbols of the main disconnecting switch, the power, the circuit break, the main circuit breaker, the motor circuit breakers, the contactors, and so on. So there's a lot of material about reading electrical diagrams. There are a lot of different devices in control cabinets, like safety relays, PLCs, 24 volts protection devices, HMI panels, switches, and so on. So a few years ago, like 5 years ago, we had many questions. Hey, Jacob. Hey, Matthew. Could you please create a course for a beginner? How to read electrical diagrams and how to start with automation and robotics. So we created a course for a person who begins his journey with automation systems and with robotics. So right now we have opened a registration for our Industrial Automation Basics course. Today you saw just introduction to this course. This is like a 30-40 minutes introduction, and in this course there are a lot of hours, a lot of video lessons, like more than 66 video lessons, right now it is more than 10 hours of video materials on different topics. And if you want to join, this is the perfect time because we have a huge discount right now. The standard price for the course is 189 euros, and right now you can enroll for 97 euros, okay? We have a comment, Karu, you're such a good tutor and the diagrammatic explanation is very good lecture. Okay, thank you. Hi from London. Thank you. Nice to see you. Okay. Please wait a minute. I will switch my presentation and we'll move on. Okay. So if you are watching this video material, I'm sure you want to get a job in automation and robotics field. So you can ask yourself a question, what do I need to know? We have a case study in our Industrial Automation Basics course based on pallet wrapper machine. This is a really nice case study because in this machine you will find all the equipment that you will find in almost every industrial machine. You will find DOL starters, you will find VFDs, variable frequency drives, servo drives, digital analog signals, PLC, safety system, and so on. So to build such a machine and to design automation system for such a machine, you have to get complex knowledge, okay? Here you can see how the wrapping machine works. There are different types of wrapping machine, and we just took one schematics from one company and based our course on this machine. So please sit back in your chair and see how the automation system works based on a 3D model and simulation. If you want to start a job in automation, if you want to learn how to work with automation systems, how to troubleshoot automation systems, you should know the most important standards for automation manufacturers. Those are two standards, IEC 60204 Part 1. This is the functional description of the machine systems and production lines. And the second one, IEC 61439 Part 1. This is the standard for building control cabinets. So we created a training. This is the training, Industrial Automation Basics, based on those two standards. And we base our learning materials on a case study with 3D model of the control cabinet, okay? So here we have in schematic way the 3D view of a pallet wrapping machine with the best machine operator in the world. The entry conveyor, central conveyor with the rotary table, the output conveyor, the wrapping module, the servo drives on the Z-axis, and so on. So your task is to design an electrical control panel that will include drive control systems, PLC for reading digital and analog signals, HMI panel and buttons system implementing safety functions. This is a lot of knowledge to acquire, but don't worry. We have a course that will guide you through every step. So if you enroll into our course, you will get ready-made 2D schematics, electrical wiring diagrams for such a pallet wrapper, and you will get also 3D model of this control cabinet. In the course, we open the model, and step by step, we track the potential from every device. We examine every connection for every device, okay? So what will you get when you sign up for the course? You will get video lessons, more than 50. Right now it is more than 66. You get lifetime access to materials on our Control Byte e-learning platform. You will get access to our Discord channel. This is the support channel for our students, support chat. You will get homework assignments. This is the best part of the course. And you have a guarantee. We have proven educational path by hundreds of students. More than 50 lessons explaining in detail the topics of industrial automation basics. So here you can find a control cabinet 3D model. And as we started this meeting, we examine every device, every component in this 3D model. And then we refer to 2D schematics. We start from the terminal block with connecting power supply, the potential earth terminal block as well, and we move on to 3D model to refer how it looks like in real life. Some of you may be familiar with the basic electrical equipment like circuit breakers, contactors, and so on. But for some of you, PLCs can be new. PLCs are electronic devices, programmable logic controllers. They are complex devices, a little bit complicated to program and troubleshoot. Not everyone is familiar with those devices. And in this course, you will see how to wire such a device, how to connect power, how to connect inputs, outputs, how to connect analog signals, and so on. So in the course, we also work a lot of with documentation. Okay, so step by step, we'll analyze the documentation of the PLC's manufacturers and we'll refer how it looks in electrical wiring diagram and 3D model. So we'll start with introduction to the project, description of an industrial machine, pallet wrapper, a description of the control cabinet based on a 3D model, and we will go through all the devices that you will use in the course. We'll also take a look at design assumptions and list of drives. The first step will be to select electrical protection devices. We'll connect our machine to the power supply, and you will know which are the requirements on the customer's side and you as the manufacturer of the machine. You will also select the power disconnecting device, the protection of the power supply cable, and we'll talk a lot about colors of cables used in industrial automation. There's also a standard for this. So after that, we'll go through electrical terminals, service sockets, cabinet temperature control devices like fan, heaters, overcurrent circuit breakers, fuses, and disconnectors and circuit breakers. Then we'll move on to electric drives. You will get the basic information about the induction motor's characteristics, how to connect such a motor, what you should pay attention to, and we'll talk about different control methods like direct online start, soft starter, inverter, servo drive system, VFDs, and so on. What is the best part of automation systems is the PLC and 24 volts circuits, okay? So in this module, you will learn how to select power supply system in control circuits. There are also standards for this. You will select an SMPS, power supply for 24 volt system. You will connect the power to the PLC CPU, to the modules, and you will learn how the PLC is shown on electrical diagrams in different ways. If you are new to PLC, those terms can be not clear for you, but in the course you will learn how to connect digital signals in sync or source configuration and how the PLC can be protected against short circuits and overloads. And of course, in the course, we'll show you how to connect different devices to the PLC, like button switches, different sensors, PNP, NPN types, connecting a PLC and VFD, connecting analog signals, relays, and valves. We have also a module related to machine safety systems. We created this module in cooperation with Wieland Electric company. This company is the manufacturer of safety equipment like safety relays, safety controllers, light curtains, and so on. So in this module, we'll talk about safety requirements, risk analysis, procedure for machines, and we'll also send you an example of emergency stop system with e-stop, with safety switch and safety barriers. So in the course, we'll use free software delivered by different manufacturers of automation equipment. You will use Wago Smart Designer, TIA Portal selection tool, Retail configurator for building control cabinets. You will use Lensa drive selection tool for calculating drives. And we will deliver electrical schematics for you in PDF format, and 3D model of the industrial machine and control cabinet as well, so you can take a look at the 2D schematics and 3D model to track the potential and signals. So this is Wagyo Smart Designer. This is the web tool for building such terminal blocks. And you can also add Wagyo PLCs and IOs in this tool. We'll use TIA portal selection tool to show you how to select PLC modules to your system. This is an example of S7-1200 PLC in the project generated by the TIA portal selection tool. And this is a retail configurator. This is the online tool for configuring the control cabinet. You will see that a control cabinet has many accessories, many components, and it is really useful to use such a web tool. Okay, a quick question for you. How much does Industrial Automation Designer can earn per month? The answer is no limit. It depends on your knowledge. It depends on the project that you are involved. So if you want to work in automation industry, there are a lot of work opportunities. I'm sure that if you are determined, you will get the job as soon as possible. So we have listed 7 skills of an industrial automation engineer that you should get to start your job in this field. So the basics are the knowledge of electrical engineering, types of electrical networks, protection, motors, contactors, relays, knowledge of automation equipment specifications, knowledge of CAD software like ePlan, SolidWorks Electrical, WS CAD, knowledge of standards like ESC, knowledge of safety systems for machine, use of web configurators for automation manufacturers, and ability to program PLC and robots. So we have created different courses, different types of training for you. Okay, let's go further. Okay, maybe we'll make a little stop here. So we created an industrial automation basics course so that you can learn how the devices are wired in the control cabinet, how they work, how they are placed in electrical diagrams, how to troubleshoot, and more. We base our course on standards like IEC 60204. This is like standards with more than 150 pages. And if you want to buy such a standards, it's more than 300 euros. And in our course, you have all the information, essential information from this standard. Okay. Here, for example, we have a power supply for the PLC. We base the course on the manufacturer's documentation. We refer to 3D model and 2D schematics. We'll show you how to select different types of protection for 24-volt circuits like fuses, the circuit breakers, and the electronic protection device for 24 volts circuits. Of course, if you want to be good automation specialist, PLC knowledge is obligatory. So you have to know how to connect different devices to PLCs, like buttons, switches. You have to know what is normally open, normally closed contacts, what is the difference. You will also learn how to create terminal blocks. For example, this is a terminal block for a sensor and how they are placed in the 2D schematics. The multi-level electrical terminal blocks are a little bit complicated, and we have all this explained in the course. In the course, we have also a section about the digital outputs and how to protect them against surge and voltage peaks in your system. So if you switch inductive loads, you have to put extra protection for the outputs. And of course, we'll go through the analog measurements. We'll show you how to connect 0-10 volts analog sensors, 0-20 milliamps, and so on. And as I said, we have introduction to machine safety with VLAN Electric. You will get ready to use schematics for safety relays and safety controllers. So over 50 practical lessons, more than 10 hours of video and more than 10 hours of exercises, support from instructors via Discord, certificate of completion in English. We have also satisfaction guarantee, 14-day refund policy, homework task to complete on your own, and you have also contact with us. We'll review of your code and your work. After the end of this course, you will get certificate of completion, and of course, you will be part of our community of automation specialists on our Discord channel and e-learning platform. So what are the bonuses when you join the course? The first bonus is our Discord chat. This is the forum for our students. This is support chat where we are available every day. So Discord looks like this. We have different channels here, and you can just ask questions. We discuss different topics. We also post homeworks here. Here are, for example, homeworks for PLC programming course. We have also homework section for industrial automation basics. It is right here. And here, for example, you have a task to select a motor circuit breaker and justify your choice right here, okay? What is the second bonus? We have electrical schematics guide. This is like more than 30-page PDF with all the essential symbols that you will use during your daily work as automation specialist. Here you can find thumbnails of those pages. So this is like all you need to know to read electrical diagrams, okay? And with this guide, it will be easier to understand electrical diagrams. We start from the scratch. We'll discuss different pages, different sheets of electrical wiring diagrams. Here we have, for example, an overview of our machines with functions, locations, and so on. We'll talk about terminals, and you will see how the 3D um, control cabinet is built based on the schematics. So in this course, we built this control cabinet based on 2D schematics. You just have to use the same CAD software where you create wiring diagrams, the schematics that can be transferred to 3D model. As I said, you will see how to connect PLC step by step. Every terminal will be described, and I'm sure after this module, you will not burn your PLC. HMIs and buttons. Here you have a schematic HMI panel and some buttons. The blue wires around the buttons, the NC and all contacts connected to them. We'll discuss them in the HMI and buttons module. Okay, for whom is this course? For people who want to create projects, upgrade installations, provide maintenance, manage project in automation industry. When we created this course, we asked future automation engineers what challenges do they face. And they said, I don't have access to the right expensive equipment. So our point of view is that you should start by learning the basics of automation with a 3D model of a control cabinet. You'll get PDF files of electrical schematics and free tools from manufacturers. Some students say, I've never dealt with projects and don't know how to start. So learn the basics first with a real project of pallet wrapping machine based on 3D model of a control cabinet, IEC standards, manufacturer documentation, and exercises with specialists. Some people say I'm overwhelmed by the amount of knowledge to acquire. In the course, we explain concepts from the basics to complex. If you have lack of motivation, don't worry. I'm Jacob, and with my partner Matthew, we will support you on our Discord group and will help you to stay motivated. If you want to carry out industrial automation projects on your own, you will have tasks to solve on your own in the course. You will receive tips from us. Then you will use the knowledge you have acquired in real projects. If you have no time for the training, in our PLC and industrial automation course, you have access to the training 24 hours, 7 days a week. You just have to get a computer with internet access. How long does the training take? I'm sure that you will complete this training maximum 2 weeks, but you can spread your activity even over the whole year. You have lifetime access right now. We have such a policy that you get lifetime access after enrolling the course. We'll see in the future. I think that we'll change that. But right now it's lifetime access. So we'll support you all the time on Discord. And access is not expensive. It won't be 5,000 euros. We have special offer for you. We have opened registration for a training program for a group of 50 future industrial automation specialists. So if you go to our webpage to Industrial Automation Basics course and how to read electrical diagrams, you will find all the information about the course. This is what you will learn. You will get access to video lessons. You will perform exercises on our e-learning platform. After completing the training, you will get a certificate. This is the course outline. You can check this out. And those are the modules of the training: introduction to the project, description of industrial machine, selection of control cabinet protection devices, basics elements in the control cabinet like contactors, circuit breakers, fuses, and so on. A module about electric drives, control circuits. We'll talk a lot about PLC controllers. We'll connect different devices to the PLC system, and many more. Why you should join this course? This will be perfect opportunity for you to add a new skill to your CV, and you can publish your certificate. Okay, you can publish your certificate on the LinkedIn. This is the new functionality on our platform. You will get such a diagram drawing guide. And the second bonus is the guide to functional safety in cooperation with Wieland Electric. Okay. So what is the price of the training right now? We have a special price, 97 euros. The registration closes in 2 days on Thursday. So if you want to enroll, there is a satisfaction guarantee from us. You have 14 days to return the course. If you don't like it, we are sure that you will love it. So we have such a policy. We do not worry about the quality of the course. We have hundreds of students. Okay, so let's try to sign up for the course. If you want to sign up, click the big green button, and you will be redirected to a page where you can select a single course or course bundle. So the single course is the Industrial Automation Basics course and Electrical Schematics. The course bundle is the Industrial Automation Basics course with Siemens PLC programming course in ladder logic and FBD. So you can select different course bundles. You can also select mastery in Siemens PLC programming plus industrial automation basics. This is the PLC bootcamp package that we launched this month. So this is like one pass. If you select this bundle for this price, you will have access for all the courses on our e-learning platform. This is all you need to know to become automation specialist, PLC programmer. And after this, I'm sure you will have no problems with creating projects for PLC systems and automation systems. Okay, if you want only the basic Industrial Automation Basic course, click Add to Cart. And here you will be redirected to Stripe payment gate. You can select currency here for depending on your location. This is Industrial Automation Basics course right here. I can add basic PLC structure text programming course as a bonus here. Okay, let's add it. And what are the available payment methods? So the basic payment method is credit card, but you can also use PayPal and different payment gates depending on your location. So you have to check what are payment methods available here and select the suitable one for you. Of course, here you should insert your email address. And if you want to get an invoice, you can select this checkbox, or you can just write us an email. I will send you our email address, contact. This is our email address, contact@controlbyte.tech. If you have any questions, if you want official offer for your company, for example, no problem. We'll discuss every option. Okay, that's it. So if you are ready to start our industrial automation basics course, if you want to get job in automation field, if you want to start your first job, if you want to start PLC programming or creating projects in automation branch, this is the perfect course for you. Okay, this is the end for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask on the chat. Do you use only Siemens PLCs? So in our courses, mainly we use Siemens, but this month we will introduce Allen Bradley as well. So you will also, if you join now into Industrial Automation Basics course, you will get also the Allen Bradley section for this course. So here you can find, in Allen Bradley section, you'll find the wiring of Allen Bradley and the basic project like water pump station based on Allen Bradley environment. Can you do payment plans? Yeah, we have such an option. If you please write on contact@controlbyte.tech, and we'll send you the details about installments. Okay. Okay. So there are 2 days left to register for Industrial Automation Basics course with 49% discount. After this date, we close registration and the price will go up. Right now, we have also lifetime access to our e-learning platform, to our courses. In the future, I'm sure it will be time limited, but right now it's lifetime. So if you want to enroll today, it's the best time to enroll. Okay, thank you for today. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for all the likes under this video. At the end, hit the like button and enroll into our PLC and Industrial Automation Basics course, and see you on our e-learning platform. Manana says, thank you, I need a tailor-made package. Yeah, right. We have also dedicated packages. Just please write contact@controlbyte.tech and we'll create a special package for you. No problem. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in the next session. Bye.